I'm Jennifer. I always stand out in the crowd. I just hope that there's no, like, annoying cheerleader types. Dude, people are gonna see whenever I pick my nose and, like, scratch.
Jennifer, Holly, Drew, go on in.
I'm Jennifer, but I prefer to be called Nakomis. Nakomis is a name that I got whenever I was 15. Means daughter of the moon, it means a lot to me.
I don't know, maybe it's Indian. Sounds Indian, I don't know. So that's just weird.
What's your tattoo?
Tattoo is this.
Wow.
And then I have 6 other ones.
Jennifer, she's a little different than most of the other girls in the house, and it's gonna maybe be hard for her to like bond and get into a thing.
I have never met my real father. This was my mom, my brother, and I at Christmas, us 3. How a lot of, Christmases we just shared just as 3. Mom had to be the mom and the dad. I always did wonder, who was my real father, even when I was younger.
This is a picture of me and my sister and my father. We would always get pictures taken. My family's always been a really big hard copy type of people.
My mom, she probably worked, a couple of jobs so we could have, a decent life. Everyone else would have, a mom and a dad, and we just had a mom.
I was born in Houston, Texas. Me and my father and my mother lived there. Whenever I was 3, we moved to DeRidder, Louisiana.
My mother was a single mother that raised my brother and I. At the age of 8, we moved to Oklahoma, and so it was my mother and my brother and I.
I've always, veered more for my father than my mother. I'm more outdoorsy. I like drawing. Me and my father just have more in common.
I did think about my real father, throughout my whole life, and a little bit now, who he is, do I look like him? There was a time where I broke down, like, where is he, and, there was that chance of, looking for him, but I did stop because I do have a stepfather, and to me, he's been there and helped raise my brother and I.
My father has had a little bit of an impact on me as who I want to be as a person, just for the fact that he won't give up. I mean, he was in Vietnam and stepped on a landmine and lost half of his foot. And now he can run and walk and all of that good stuff. This one's of my dad whenever he was younger.
I do know that he did serve in our country in Vietnam. He did lead some men through, landmines and did get his foot blown off. One thing I do know about my real father is that his last name is Dedmon. Chasing like I taught you. Go overhead and just let go. Me not having a father at a young age really reflects how I want to be there with my stepson chasing, in the front yard, playing football, soccer, t-ball, just everything that I wasn't given when I was younger.
The only type of brother that I would want would definitely be an older brother, and that's only because then I could milk him for what older brothers are good for. He could teach me how to fight, then I would have an excuse for going out and camping all the time.
I always wanted a younger sister to protect because, to me, I get along with my mother, my fiance, and it's just, I don't know, to me, I get along with the women a lot better than I do the men. When it comes to the house guest, I think this is a great experience going in, not only to win the money, but hopefully meet a good friend. We were sitting around the pool, all of us house guests, and I was like, so when do we get to know each other's last name?
Nick, what is your last name?
Dedmon.
Dedmon?
Yeah.
Really?
D-E-D-M-O-N.
And it went to Jennifer, and she said Dedman. And all that I knew of my real father was that his last name was Dedman. Where are you from?
San Antonio.
That's where you was born?
Houston born.
The last name was the trigger that's like, wait a minute. Was your dad in the service or anything?
Yeah, he was in the Army, served in Vietnam, lost half of his foot and got medical discharge.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's
What's your dad's name?
Guy.
Doug?
Guy. G-U-Y?
Guy?
Yeah.
So that's your dad's first name is Guy?
It's Arthur Guy Dedmon.
And I knew that that was his middle name.
He goes by his first initial, though, so technically it's A guy Dedmon.
Okay. Boom. So he was in Vietnam.
He wanted to stay in, but they wouldn't because of his whole medical
What happened? Did he
situation.
like step on landmine or something?
Landmine.
My emotions right there was another, wind that pushed me back a little bit. Gasping for air just a little bit because everything was starting to piece together. When putting the pieces together, I did realize that I did have a sister in the house. I came in this game to win it for my fiance and my son, and I didn't want to let it out of the bag because I didn't want to hurt me, and it could hurt me a little bit. What's your dad like? Is he built? How tall is he?
It's probably like this tall.
Taller than me, or? Realizing Jennifer was my half-sister, I started looking at her face more and just looking up and down. And there is some resemblance. So you and your dad don't, talk about like his relationships before your mother or anything?
I know we have before, but it was so long ago.
Have you ever just wondered if maybe he got with, a woman and there's a child out there or something, like another brother or sister?
I have, and I've asked him, and there isn't.
Really?
Because I always wondered. It's like, no. So, not that I know of.
So you've asked that already. That's cool. What would you rather have? Another brother or
Sister?
Yeah, sister.
I don't know. It depends. I'd probably want an older brother.
Why is that?
Because I've never had an older brother.
That's cool.
I already have a sister, so.
When she said that she wanted an older brother, I was like, in a way I wanted to tell her right there, like, well, here I am. But I kept it in. That's just me.
Probably be an older brother.
That's cool.
Someone that I could beat up on.
Oh, that's good. That's a great thing. Maybe I've won the relationship, hopefully, out of this house with a new family.
Hey, Jennifer, will you come back here with us for a second?
Yeah, sure. Rock and roll?
Okay, I've got something to tell you.
What's the dealio?
And I'm not making this up, okay?
Uh-huh.
We have the same father. When you said landmine, Vietnam, that's all the stories. Was your dad in the service or anything?
Yeah. He was in the Army, served in Vietnam, lost half of his foot and got medical discharge.
The Vietnam, him being in the Army, stepping on landmine, it all fed up.
Uh-huh. I did think that he was messing with me. I thought that him and the guys were just pulling my leg.
All I know is he'd like to do poetry. He loved to write, especially, back then. I don't know if he does now.
No,
I'm not
I'm
not messing with you. I'm telling you the truth.
You a Bible man, right here to God, please.
Well,
You a Bible man, you a Bible man.
Listen, I don't have any reason to doubt you, man. You haven't given me a reason to doubt you. And if that's so, then that is a trip.
Tennessee is where
Swear
his
to it right
parents, I swear on this Bible that my father
Man, don't lie to
their
me.
guy, dead man.
Okay.
I mean this.
Okay, now
I don't-
how old are you? How old are you again?
I'm 21.
And you're 23.
Yeah.
Does he have any outside kids?
Do you have
Not
pictures
that I
of your
know
dad?
of.
No, I don't. All I have is stories what my mother told me. And
So they never were married?
they were never married.
Your mom,
no,
yeah, okay.
they were never married.
I wonder who I'm related to in this house, man. Oh my God. No wonder they're all married, because it's like, that was your sister.
homeboy and homegirl, they got the same daddy. And all I gotta say is thank God they weren't making out on the first night, because, hey, if she would have showed up with a cowboy hat on, it might have been on.
I think we all need to sit in the living room and be like,
Yeah.
where are you from
Who's your
exactly?
daddy? Who's your
I'm just
mommy?
glad ain't nobody
You and the other
Okay,
chick.
so-
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, let's migrate.
Let's go get everybody in there.
Pieces are starting to come together after 23 years.
I did doubt Michael. I mean, his emotions seemed real, but that's just something that's completely off the wall.
We'll get everyone in circle.
My mom's gonna see this and she's gonna freak out.
What?
After Cowboy told us, he had just found out that his half-sister was here in the house, and we thought it would be better to gather around and just have a group meeting and just kind of break the news to the house.
I never met my real father day of my life. When we was going over last names and stuff, she said Dedmon. That's my father's last name. So I investigated and asked the first name. She said Guy. I knew that was his middle name. And I was like, is that his first name? And she said, no, that's his middle name. She didn't know until just a little bit ago, because I was just feeding her questions and everything matched up.
And this may be my half-brother. He was born in 80, and I was born in 83.
I didn't feel for them, because I didn't really believe it.
Can you believe this?
This is a trip.
How could you not be shocked to be living with somebody and not know that it's your family member? Yeah, I mean, because I can't even imagine myself in that position.
Jennifer, Michael, please go to the diary room.
Michael and Jennifer deliver this Jerry Springerish news that they are in fact brother and sister.
This is messed up.
God, what's going on? I'm got some letters. When I went to get my letter, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, okay, either I'm gonna have a brother or this is gonna be like you got tricked by Big Brother, ha 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 ha. It had my dad's signature on it, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's real, and that's when it all sunk in. Sleep. Okay. Mine says, hello, Jennifer. I want to let you know that Pat's my father's wife, that Pat and I are very proud of you, and as you know, I've always told you there are no coincidences. Everything that comes into our lives was put there for a reason. By now you're finding out one of the treasures of wisdom that has brought you to Big Brother. Step brother and new Big Brother. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All of these years, this fact has been totally unknown to me. To say that I was surprised is an understatement. I am more and more excited with this knowledge. I only hope that you will be as glad to have found Michael after all these years as I am. I do not want you to perceive this discovery as a negative thing. I only see a positive you and the older boy. What a good letter. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Hello, Michael. I do not know where to begin. I will simply say I did not know of your existence until recently. Life has a way of moving in right directions. As you probably know, Jen is your little sister. By the way, I've always wanted a little sister, by the way.
I always wanted a big brother.
And you have stepped into a family that wants to get to know you. And if you wish to create a relationship with you and your soon-to-be wife and son.
Oh, baby.
You know I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers, but there is always room in our hearts for more.
Good Lord.
After the surprise, I hope you are excited, as Pat and I are, to start a new life and a wonderful journey. I'm sorry.
I'm tiny, am I going up?
Take care of yourself and good luck on the show. Dad or Guy, whatever you choose.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
That is a trip and a half.
Emotion.
Oh, thank you. Well, I guess, Guy, if you're watching, I guess we got a lot to talk about. I've heard Mom's story, now I've got to hear yours. You probably already know this by now. Mom raised me good. As you can see, God, this really means a lot to me. Come here.
My mom will like him. My sister should like him. He seems to be a great guy. I mean, I've only known him for 2 days.
And it was such an emotional experience for both of them. I'm really glad to have shared it with them and to have gotten to know them better. I think it's amazing.
Well, it's obvious I nominated you, Mike, and you, Nakomis. Nakomis, I nominated you basically because we haven't had a chance to really get to know each other all that much, and that's basically it. That said, first nomination ceremony is over.
I'm gonna work my butt off to stay in this house. You know, I'll wait for people to start making offers, and if they don't make none, then, you know, what have you. Wait and see what happens with Vito.
She hasn't done anything to step on any toes yet. I think that she's kind of a safety person to throw in there with the Don.
I'm not worried about it anyhow.
You know you're okay from why we put you up. Why Chase put you up.
I got it. I'm sound as a pound, man.
Because you got me, Drew. You got everybody's vote. Trust me. Trust me.
I've been told by like everybody that I'm still safe, but nothing in this game is for sure. And so I'm gonna still be watching my own back.
I want to tell you that, you know, a lot of people have probably noticed that I don't spend that much time with you, and I'm doing that so they don't think you and I have alliance.
Yeah, and I'm doing the same thing.
Right. I do realize I do have a sister, but this is the first time we've met. At this moment, I think I can trust Nakomis, and hopefully, you know, when it comes down to it, I'm not the one to have to say you're gonna have to be going, because that will be a hard decision, and I won't know what I'll do until it happens. I want to find out things, and I know you want to find out things, but how I look at it, we'll find a lot out outside the house.
We kind of sort of met up at a really bad time, so afterwards is when we'll be able to bond. Definitely not now. I mean, it'll just hurt us. You know, that's what people would think. You know, they're brother and sister. They have an alliance, and
I don't want you to feel that I'm trying to ignore you.
oh yeah, no, I completely understand that.
Because I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to help me in the same boat, because I don't want to put neither one of us in a boat because they think we're a threat. You see what I'm saying? The funny thing is, we don't have an alliance, and I think right now she respects me, and as of right now, I respect her.
Whatever goes, goes.
I've always dreamed of being in here, and it finally happens. It is a different type of view, you know, how I came in, you know, the first day, you know, how I looked at things. I would not want Jennifer to go the first week, just to give us a little bit more time to, you know, spend time with each other. I think that whatever happens, happens, like you were saying, so.
Yeah.
Nakomis wanted to change her hair.
It's a fun way for me to express myself artistically.
That must be some strong. I might want to drink a shot of that.
This stuff is stronger than battery acid.
Is that the color it's gonna be?
All right, now, yeah.
Is it green?
Yeah. I wanted to go orange. The stripper that I brought didn't take my hair down to complete blonde, so I decided just to leave it Easter green.
Oh, now it's green.
I don't think it would be fair for me to have my brother in the house.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're going to get an alliance with someone in this place, you've got to trust that person.
Because I'm not in an alliance with anyone. Gaining trust with the boys does have its perks, since I'm seeing them being HOH, and me gaining trust with them really helps, you know, keep me here for a while. And then me getting in with the chicks, which is probably my stronger alliance, I'm pretty much covered either way.
If I win HOH, you'll be safe.
So, and I hope the same for you.
Oh, definitely.
Michael probably feels more strongly about Jennifer Nakomis being his sister than she does about him. I think that she is basically a flirter who's trying to connect in any way that she can, and I think that's a vote that's very dangerous.
Sleep good, Michael.
Sleep good. I think that I would be just fine with Jennifer being the one walking out the door.
Jennifer, like I said, is very smart. She's using her differentness to kind of get some sympathy from the group.
Main reason I would vote Jennifer out is she's just a little bit too cagey for me. She's not really showing a whole lot of her hand. When somebody don't show their hand, that show you they got a little bit of game. You know, it's just something ain't right.
This season on Big Brother, we have a shocking new twist. For the first time ever, we have two house guests who are related by blood. Jennifer has known her dad for her entire life, but Michael has never even met him.
That's a twist. What's going through my mind right now? Want to tell Big Brother thank you. I have always wanted a son, and up until now, I didn't realize that I had one, and now I do. I wish I had known about him.
With Michael finding out on Big Brother that he has a half-sister, that was great. Big Brother brought a part of life to Michael that he never would have had before.
I always did wonder, you know, who was my real father, even when I was younger.
Was your dad in the service or anything?
Yeah. He was in the Army, served in Vietnam, lost half of his foot and got medical discharge.
Look at his face. Wow. It's sinking in. I just hope it doesn't hurt him.
What's your dad's name?
Guy. Guy.
When Guy and I was dating, we talked about children. He didn't want to bring a child into this world that would have to go to war and fight. And he always told me that he would just die if he knew that one of his offsprings had to go to war.
What's your dad like? Is he built? I mean, how tall is he?
Bless his heart.
Realizing Jennifer was my half-sister, I started looking at her face more. There is some resemblance.
Yes, you look like her. Similarities that I see between Michael and Jennifer, they're both very energetic. They're both positive people. I feel like there's a certain amount of family resemblance there.
Maybe I've won the relationship, hopefully out of this house, with a new family.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Got some letters.
I do not know where to begin. I will simply say I did not know of your
existence until recently. Life has a way of moving in the right direction.
You know, I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers, but there is always room in our hearts for more.
Come on, baby.
Michael, welcome to the family. I only hope that you want to expand this relationship.
I think that Nick's uniqueness could be a strike against her. She's got tattoos all over her. She's got nipple piercings. She's very, very different. I see the positives more than I do the negatives in people, and I just can't knock somebody down because they look different, act different, smell different.
Jennifer on the outside has a different kind of, different look. She's the kind of human that the more you get to know her, the cooler you find stuff out about the way she thinks.
Jennifer being my sister would be a hard decision to vote her out this week. But I came into the Big Brother house to play the game for my fiance and our son. I've known them a lot longer than I have Jennifer. If Jennifer should go, there's always time outside the Big Brother house.
And Jennifer, what would you like to say to the group?
I also love you guys. Definitely, if I'm out of here, I want to meet up with y'all again. Got to hang out. It's awesome meeting you. Awesome experience, completely.
Thank you, Jennifer. All right, house guests, the moment has arrived. Who will be the first person evicted from the Big Brother house? Just a reminder, when I reveal the voting results, the evicted house guest will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather their things, and walk out the front door. Via unanimous vote, Mike, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Right after Mike left, like everybody started like giving me, props and was like, yeah, thanks for being the first person on the block. You're awesome and stuff like that. That was really nice. I loved it.
Jennifer, you are safe.
Who does my vote go to?
Of course, we're going to take Lori out. She's got more money than all of us already.
He goes, listen, we're going to need your vote. That's one of those things, we want to control your vote, but you don't have any say-so and you don't have any knowledge of what's going on. And I do not fly with that. At all. At all.
You're like the only one I can say that into. I have all of these theories about stuff going on, and I'm so afraid to open my fat face.
That's why I'm just kind of sort of playing the really chill, really quiet, really stupid goth kid. I'm playing the goth kid card. Playing people without posing a threat to them helps me immensely.
Are they gonna make me look foolish if there's some big twist that's going on?
Like, we're all in the same boat. I had no clue that Cowboy was my brother.
You handle it so stealthy.
Personally, I don't want to be mean about it or anything, but I don't even think that I could chill in the same room by myself with him for an extended amount of time just because we have, nothing in common.
In essence, you're strangers.
Yeah. The more that I hang around Michael, and the more that he's influenced by the guys in this house, I can't stand to be around him.
Oh, that's not going to be a
No, not even
close,
folks.
No.
I think he was aiming for the shadow.
Definitely
Like, the whole golf thing, he does it and they talk crap. I can't stand it.
Oh, this
oh
has never
my
worked.
goodness, this is yet
just
to
a
work.
disaster. It's
This
like he's
is
putting
yet
his
to
hat on his
work.
grave.
My family line, we're proud people. We don't kiss butt. It's like, I have no clue about him. I don't know what his fiance looks like. I don't know what his kids look like. I wouldn't align with him even if I had known him for years. If it comes down to it, then I would vote him out. I hate saying that, but, I would. It's just one of those things. Karen only has a couple of flaws in the game, one of those being that she gets really emotional. Lori's a really good person. She has a good sense of humor. She always takes my jokes.
Lori, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
It's obvious that, Holly, you've been nominated by me and you as well, Nakomis. And Nakomis, I've nominated you only because of your friendships in the house that I feel that in my position as a player in this game, that'll be in my best, benefit to put you on the block as well. That's all I have for that. And I hope you guys know who I am at this point, my character, and respect my decision. And the meeting is adjourned.
Again, I am nominated. And the look on Holly's face, and the look on Jace's face, and the look on Scott's face was just enough to make me start rolling on the floor laughing despite me being put up on the block next to her. I understand, someone's gonna have to leave every week. It's just, I don't want to leave yet.
In the comments, I can honestly tell you, you're safe. You're not gonna go. And next week, if I get HOH, if he does, baby, you're guaranteed here. Because you're cool, and you make this house flow.
I would really rather have good people in this house than have people that I'm uncomfortable with.
We feel that Drew made the wrong decision by putting you and Holly up.
And he knows by him doing that, the veto's got to probably be used. When it came to the veto competition, I really wanted Nakomis to choose me. I wanted her to feel that she could trust me.
Let me ask you something. Would you like to see Marvin go? If you were to pick somebody, would he be your top?
Like, Marvin's the person that I know the least from here.
To make this house more comfortable, because a lot of us are debating this right now. We feel like we want to win the veto to get one of you off, so we can make this house a little more cool.
It's all good, and I trust you guys, and...
You should trust him. He's your brother.
Well, I don't believe that they have my best interest at heart. I believe that all that they care about is Jace staying with Holly a couple more weeks.
I was telling the truth.
At the end of 2 rounds, power of veto is won by Nakomis.
Go, girl.
Congratulations.
Awesome, awesome.
Owner of the power of veto, congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice work, girl.
We just had our first victory. We just finally won something, and they aren't going to take that away from us, and we don't give a damn what they think. Diane went outside. She was crying, just really upset. Look, squeeze. Squeeze.
Why is everybody attacking
Squeeze.
me? Why? Why? What did I do? I feel like I'm in high school again. Every time I try to do something right, it backfires.
I know.
Take yourself off the block. Save yourself. Let him put me up. Let Drew put me up. Please take yourself off the block. I'm telling you that straight from my heart. Let him put me up. I'm ready to fight.
Hey guys, it's time. Okay guys, this is the Golden Veto ceremony. Both Holly and I have been nominated for eviction this week, but I have the power to veto one of those nominations. At this time, Holly, if you could give me your reasons for why I should use the veto on you.
Well, Nakomis, you got the veto, so be nice if you used it on me, but I don't expect you to at all. I think, you should use it on yourself. I really do. And if you don't, that's fine too.
With all of that being said, this is my second time as well as Holly's second time on the block. And I know that it's a rough road, and with the conversations that I've had with people, I don't think that it's safe for me to be on the block. So I choose to use the power of veto to remove myself from the block this week. Okay, Drew, this is the time for you to replace one of the nominations with one of the other house guests. The things that I'm not so crazy about with Holly is she's loud. The drama that she causes is just way too much.
Holly, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Nick, you are safe.
I can't have you guys saving each other. Scott tried to sit there and tell me that Marvin is the strongest player in this game and he needs to be out and I should have put him up and blah, 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 blah. And if one of them gets saved tomorrow, that Marvin needs to be the one to go up.
If Marvin's the strongest player, then why in the hell did they put A up last week?
Like right now, they realize that the way that they've been getting us has been a huge mistake, and so right now, somebody as clever as Chase is using the adage, you catch more flies with honey. He's gonna be sweet. He has got to leave.
Yeah. He's got to go before Scott does.
Yeah.
We cannot have Scott and Chase in this house together.
Yeah. I think that we've got to break those two up, because it's mind control. Only plus of having Marvin here is that he's not mind controlled by Jace. Marvin makes his own decisions. Scott does exactly what Jace tells him to do. They've spent 3 weeks bullying us, and now the tables are turned and there's nothing they can do about it.
Scott's already lied to me a couple of times, so that just makes me worry about, keeping him around another week. The only way that I think keeping Marvin another week would hurt me is if I pissed him off somehow.
Scott, you are evicted from the Big Brother house. The correct answer is true. Congratulations, Jennifer. You are the most observant house guest and now the most powerful as well. You are the new head of household. Diane, please hand the key over to Jennifer.
Good job, girl.
I am extremely excited about being the new head of household. Today's been a really, really good day. Room time, guys. It's time. Yes. I got my cow. Awesome.
Where's Donald? Where's Donald? Right here.
That's Donald. I got the picture I wanted. I thought that if I saw pictures of home that I would cry and that I would feel sad. He's my baby. But actually, it makes me feel so happy. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Nick had all kinds of little goodies that made her really happy. She had her little pillow and music that she likes.
Oh, I got the flaming lips! Yoshimi battles the pink robot!
Flaming lips!
Yeah!
You guys will like the flaming lips, for sure.
I'm in here.
Cowboy, have you ever seen your dad?
No, I haven't.
Oh, what a moment! Oh my God!
Hell yeah! You don't need no DNA for that one, dog. That's your daddy.
I got to see my real father for the first time.
That's like
Oh my God!
Hey, dog. That's awesome.
That's cool, dude.
What do you think, Cowboy? Oh, bless his heart.
I did hold that picture for a long time. I didn't want to let it go.
It's really time that he gets to see him, and I'm happy that it happened.
You don't have to do this.
No, I do. I have a duplicate, I think. So go ahead and take it.
Thank you.
And now you have a picture of me and him together.
That is awesome, girl. More than you know.
Yeah.
I was excited for her. I was excited for me. It was a great experience.
I can close my eyes and see him. You've never seen him before, so you go ahead and take it.
This means more than anything right now.
Oh, it's all good, man.
There is only one smoker in the house, and that's Nakomis.
I'll smoke like anywhere between 10 and 19 cigarettes. So, I'm gonna be getting on the patch soon, so.
I think that's awesome.
I started smoking when I was 14. I've been smoking for 8 years.
She is one of the very few smokers who will get up and leave and oust herself from a conversation to have her cigarette and come back again.
Yeah, you know that you're the only smoker in the house when people come up to you and say, you're the one with all the cigarettes in your bag, right? Yeah. It's like, I'm the only smoker, everyone's gonna hate me.
I'm real excited when you quit. I know you can do it, because you want to. Nakomis is on her way to quitting. I keep my fingers crossed for her. And I told her, I said, I know you can't quit smoking unless you actually want to do it yourself.
Last one. You know, I want to quit for health reasons, and plus we have a whole bunch of non-smokers in the house, everybody but me, so I decided to give them a little bit of a break.
Nikolai?
Yep.
Smokes him?
Yep, turned them in.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Drew's nothing like Jace, but Drew was like doing what they wanted anyway. He's all right with showing his public display to Diane, you know. So yeah, that really makes me nervous too.
I think Drew's definitely on the hit list. I think, and then after Drew's told me, I would think that we break up the twins.
But I agree with everything.
Come get in your own bed.
I am.
Honey, we're sitting here trying to flesh things out.
because of the extra number now, we could do 6-finger.
As long as we have sex, we can do it.
In Nakomis' 6-finger plan, the head of household places up 2 decoy nominees from her own alliance. The 2 nominees in the head of household each pick the player of their choice to compete for the veto. Whoever wins the veto takes one of the nominees off the block, replacing them with the person that you want to see evicted. It prevents the house guest of your choice from having an opportunity to save themselves. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a mastermind.
The gloves are off, and it's time for me to be honest with people.
Yeah.
You know?
Strategy A completely backfired, blew up in my face. So strategy B, I gotta become a different person.
I'm not a huge actor, or I wouldn't be on the show if I was a huge actor. But I act, and I'm a creative guy, and I'm in a pretty good band.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I mean, why would you play like a role that you would have to act at all the time instead of something that's real?
Because I love to act.
I told everyone in the house that I've been lying up to this point, and I'm really not who you thought that I was. I'm actually someone else. Absolutely, I was not being 100% honest with her.
If people looked at it more closely, and maybe you could ask Drew, that was kind of on the inside, you could tell that I didn't really like Scott. He and I are very different.
Yeah.
And outside of here, the way that we approach life and people, etc., are very different. My friends and Scott's friends they're meatheads, beat people up, whatever.
Yeah.
My friends are like, chill the hell out.
I wanted her to feel and know that Scott's gone, and also with me, that guy's gone.
I'm alone. I'm the lone guy that's not known. And I'm cool, because that's kind of who I am in life, so I'm really comfortable right now. I have no alliance. I'm by myself, and my thing is that whatever happened until tonight, I'm not forming alliances. I'm like the go with the flow guy now.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have this talk, so you can kind of see where I've been coming from in this whole point, or where I'm at like right now and stuff.
We'll have to wait and see, but I think I presented a pretty good case.
Thank you, Jace. Okay, everybody knows what the big block of death means. Everybody knows each week 2 people have to get put up for eviction. No one should really take what happens here as something personal. You know, every decision that I made because I think that it would better the game in some way. So, you know, everybody knows the drill. I'm gonna take out the first key, and I'm gonna pass to whoever is safe, so on and so forth. The 2 people left are the people who have nominated for eviction. Here we go. Obviously, I've selected you, Diane, and you, Marvin. Like, Diane, I've talked with you before, and you know, you're really hot-headed, and the thing with Drew, y'all's relationship makes me a little bit nervous because there may be an unseen alliance there, and it does scare me. So I'm doing this to kind of break that up. You know, you're still my homies, but you know, things worry me. And then Marvin, you make everyone nervous. You're a really smart guy. And, you know, I'm seriously afraid of what lies within your head.
Hey, no problem, nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
That's just business, no problem.
Thank you.
Everybody can hang their keys on the wall if they have them. The nomination ceremony's over. I think that Jace really was fooled, and that he still is. Jace thinks his little story and his little song and dance was so awesome that everybody else believed it. No, it didn't happen that way, buddy, sorry. Sorry, Drew, but all of my performance today at the nomination ceremony was a nice big act. No one should really take what happens here as something personal.
So I think maybe it's meant to be. I think that I gave Nakomis a real talk last night, even though I was basically BSing on my end of the real conversation. The gloves are off, and it's time for me to be honest with people.
Yeah.
If I really change the dynamics of my game and where I'm coming from at this point, I can probably salvage myself to last several more weeks.
You have the hugest spot in my cool book ever.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to do stuff that, you know, other people don't want you to do, right?
We are definitely cool, Nakomis.
Cool beans.
And Scott's not here, so it's a real Jace.
Cool beans. I don't think that he has any clue that anything's gonna be happening to him. I think that he thinks that he's safe. Poor little JC Poo. I think that for the first time at this game, he has felt helpless. It was predetermined that Drew was gonna win because of the dramatic effect that we want to happen with Jace.
Nakomis, since I've used the veto on one of the people that you nominated this week, it is now your turn to put another person on the block. So I'll turn it over to you.
Over the last couple of days, I've been doing lots of thinking, and everyone after the shock of the twins has changed a little bit, but one person has changed a lot more than that. And that person's Jace. And just so that, you know, we can make sure that, you know, you aren't telling a fib to everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and put you up on the block next to Marvin. Being on the block does amplify your actions, and it's just a good way to make sure that you aren't pulling the wool over our eyes.
Welcome to the block, homie. Much love.
I've done my deed. I've rid the house of Jace, hopefully, that everything goes as planned.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Julie.
Now remember, the other house guests cannot hear you, so feel free to speak openly.
Cool beans.
As head of household, you received pictures from home. For the first time, your brother Michael was able to see what his father looks like. What was it like for you to be part of that moment?
It was really cool and really like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be here whenever Michael first saw his and my father. In fact, you know, Michael was so moved and, you know, so happy about being able to see him. I went ahead and on like the first night of me being HOH, I went ahead and gave him the picture of me and my dad. So Michael has that picture now.
Would you ever be able to put your brother up for eviction?
I personally wouldn't be able to put him up on the block, depending on the circumstance. And, you know, since this is a game, I would be able to vote for him, but I would not put him in the situation to be voted for.
Now, you came up with the six-finger plan with the goal of evicting Jace. Out of everyone in the house, why did you target Jace?
The reason why I targeted Jace is he lies, he cheats, he pees on stuff. He's really annoying, he intimidates people, he plays way too strong. And he's just not the type of player that I want to have in the house.
Thank you, Nakomis, and you can rejoin your housemates in the living room.
Awesome possum.
Jace, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
It really is a shame that you didn't get to know me, because I'm sure if I knew you, I wouldn't have come up with the plan that got you out of the house.
Good.
I think that they're starting to get cutthroat now. Yeah, like worse than you could even think.
I don't think we should lie to
You can't say a single name around them. Not a single name, not a suggestion, not a nothing, because you're just gonna be like, well, blah blah said, blah blah said. You can't do it. Don't ever say a name around them, even a given. Yeah. Never, never, never.
You know, I'm really worried, to tell you the truth. I'm worried about my safety, and I'm worried about Will's safety and Nick's safety. Yeah, I'm worried. I don't know what these two bats are gonna do.
They run it over the team, and then we want to make sure that whenever one does, the other one's gonna be fine.
Well, I guess all bets are off with the team.
There is no team. There never were, ever.
It's not about the team anymore. It's about Adria, and it's about Natalie, and it is about their safety.
Worse than Jay's, because there's two of them.
Nakomis, you're safe. 2 good people are on the block this week. Marvin's been on the block. This is his 3rd week in a row on the block. That's just wrong. In our team, we're supposed to speak of what we're gonna do before it happens. Just ask questions and not, bully people around.
I didn't even feel safe today.
This isn't stable ground right now.
Oh.
And I need to talk to her real bad. I think that everyone needs to talk to her.
Those kind of actions under this roof do not buy you too much time.
Why? Why Will?
I felt that Will would be the safest person that could not turn around if Marvin got the veto and I put somebody else up, that the House wouldn't vote out.
I mean, I was just wondering, because, that was like a shock to everybody. Adria could have come to us and said, hey, listen, guys, I'm not sure who I'm going to put up against Marvin, but I'm putting Marvin up.
Half the team said Cowboys got to go, and half the team came to me and said Marvin needs to go.
A lot of people are really nervous because he didn't spread the word around.
Obviously, people don't feel like they know me.
We know you, but we don't know you. We're learning to trust you two on individual levels. Do we really know you? We're still trying to decipher which half is Natalie and which half is Adria.
I think that she's really held this against me and saying, hey, maybe I just don't know Adria because she has not been in the house as much as others, and maybe she really wasn't in on the team. I think maybe people just need to sit on things for a while and maybe they can just think about how they really feel.
I think that we need to talk. We haven't talked as a group since there's been 2 Adrias.
Well, why is that?
Because I think that it freaked a whole bunch of people out for a second.
As of right now, there's not a team anymore. I think that I've accomplished my goal with my nominations, is that I've found out where the divisions are.
Marvin's willing to work for the good of the team, and I do have to give him that. It's really hard to trust Marvin. You don't know what Marvin's thinking, and that's really not a good point. Will's willing to sacrifice himself at any moment for the good of the cause.
Nakomis was one of the twins' biggest supporters when both began living in the house, but she is part of an alliance with Will and Karen. Which way will Nakomis vote? Hi, Nakomis.
No.
Please tell us your vote now.
I vote to evict Marvin.
Will, I have to make it official. You have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you so much, Nakomis.
Him leaving was 100 gallons of oil onto my already raging bonfire. Adrian shouldn't have made that decision. Bad choice. Since you're gone, that means that I'm, fueled with a new fire. You feel safe knowing that, that we'll take care of things.
Congratulations, Nakomis. You are the new head of house. 2nd time in a row. Adria, please hand over the key to the HOH bedroom.
Woo! Got head of household twice. Rocking on. First one to get head of household twice. I'm really excited about it. I'm pissed. And they can be pissed all they want. You see this? They owe me one. At least Adria does.
Okay, I give my pinky because I can't do a handstand without that. Okay.
Adria now owes me a finger. She made a pinky swear. She broke the pinky swear. All that she had to do was say, Marvin, you're evicted.
I want to know where everybody else stands.
Well, here's the weird thing.
Feel anything out of the boys?
Marvin, I've never talked with. Drew, I've never talked with.
Drew, but Drew said he made a personal decision today. I said, that's fine. I respect you for making your own decision. You can do what you want.
Yeah. Cowboy, I don't talk with.
I know, me neither. I can't stand Cowboy, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Cowboy's cool.
Yeah.
Cowboy is the #1 target on my hit list. He better sleep with one eye open. His time's coming.
Make everybody feel like you're gonna put them up. That's much funner.
I don't know. This week, I plan on making enemies. I'm not worried about making enemies. I'm very excited about it, and I say, let Thursday get here quickly.
This one's for Will.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, it's time. time.
It's time for what?
My room.
Okay.
Room time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, guys.
I got letters from my home. Letters. Donald, this is the cover to my CD that Donald did for me. Donald's my boyfriend, and it's really good having some of Donald's artwork around. It's awesome having pictures of Donald around. This head of household was probably the most meaningful.
You have another picture of Donald?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe
He's bald-headed.
He's cute. He's very hot.
He is. He's got a real sweet face.
This is, Donald made a CD for me of all the songs that remind him of me. And this is the cover to the CD.
Is that a dead chicken bleeding?
It's a dead bird.
I thought so.
If I'm in love with some chick and what I think of as a dead bird bleeding on the ground, that just don't go together.
Oh my goodness!
He wrote something on the back. She was checking out the picture of her boyfriend, and she flipped it over, and Donald had wrote the lyrics to her favorite song on the back of his picture for her.
It's the song lyrics from Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. See, that'll make me cry. Woo!
Congratulations. Enjoy your letters from home.
Girl, you should enjoy those by yourself and get through that.
Yeah, that's
for
private
real.
stuff.
And Nakomis was the first person to get letters in the house. I think that is amazing. I mean, it really is like the first outside contact with your family or friends.
Hello to the big famous sister of mine. And I like the fact that my clothes are becoming famous too.
You've got your sister's clothes?
Being able to hear from people outside of the Big Brother house was awesome. I'm so pleased you're portraying yourself like you really are and not putting up an act. I can't believe that we have an older brother and you're not the eldest anymore, haha. Oh, I can't even explain it. It's just, ooh. Know that people care outside of this place is spectacular. I miss the hell out of you. Love always and good luck, Allie.
You being HOH, but because of my position in this house, I just want to make sure that I'm available for anything that you may have questions on or want to clarify one-on-one, because you know I'm like that. So.
All right, comments.
I just want to let her know that I still don't have anything against Nakomis at this point. I wanted to let her know that I still stay on the same playing field, you know, as I always have with her. Anyways, I want to let you know that I would love to stay here. I'd love to not be nominated today, so right off the bat. And I do want to let you know that I don't have anything out to get you or anything like that.
That's cool.
Okay.
And then I do have a question.
Okay.
Basically, I was just wondering, like, did you vote for Will to stay or did you vote for him to leave?
I voted for Will to leave, and I will tell you why. I had no intentions of voting Will out. I'll be honest with you, none whatsoever. My intentions, honestly, were to vote Marvin out. When I asked Will, could he tell me that he would not vote me and be against me, and then following week, and he said, I cannot answer you with that, and I definitely cannot tell you that I would keep you safe in any way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think you would understand that if you were in the same position.
That's why this house is a weird thing, and that's why you can only go with things that are concrete.
Exactly.
I mean, hearsay is hearsay.
Exactly. And that's why I totally believe in coming just straight one-on-one with people. So that's why I want to let you know that I am comfortable with you, Nakomis, and even though I know as close as you were, I have nothing against you.
Yeah.
You have never done me wrong, and I love you to death.
I believe it, but I mean, she could be lying straight to my face, and I wouldn't know the difference. I look at people as individuals here, and you know, and whatever I do today is going to be for a reason, and you know, I still have to work through a couple of things and make sure that I know what I'm doing and that I have the right reasons for doing it.
Well, thank you for taking some time for me. And
oh, you're welcome, man. And you know, whatever happens, it's a game. Tell it to everybody, you know. No hard feelings.
The worst thing that has ever happened to me in this house was when just people won't talk to you. And sometimes that can be your worst enemy, to me, is when you just don't let somebody know, hey, you know, I'm here. And that's what I want her to feel complete before she makes nominations today. Well, best of luck today.
Thank you. Yeah, everything's cool, man.
Thanks, girl.
Sometimes you need to take a step back, and the right thing that you feel isn't the right thing for the game. And it'll come back and it'll bite you in your you-know-what.
Hey, girl.
What's up?
Hey. I know you're in a tough position again this week.
Yep.
And I know that you're probably going to be coming at me, and that's cool. And I just want to let you know that I respect whatever decision that you do make. I don't know really where Nakomis stands with me, how she feels with me at this point. And I feel like that she probably will have me up on the block today, regardless of whatever you choose to do. Mm-hmm. Last week when I said that you was cool with me, you've always been cool with me. And I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that that's still out there on the table.
Okay.
It always has been.
Okay.
Okay?
I just want to know one thing. Why did you decide on Will to leave?
When I made the decision to put Will up, I felt like that was the most easiest decision for me to make in the house. And I said this would be just like everybody had said already, that they did not want Will to go. Mm-hmm. And then I just decided that it was too risky because I already knew that he was going to be coming back at me. And so I guess I'd rather go with an unknown than a sure thing. And I felt like he was a sure thing that was coming at me.
That works, yeah. Just wondering. Adria came in there to try and sway me from putting her up, but it's not going to change my decision at all.
Either you can, you know, trust in what I say or not.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I can really offer to you.
I'm leaning towards decisions, but, you know, I haven't made up my mind completely.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, surprise.
Well, you know, I have, like, 3 different ways that I could go right now. Adria's going up, regardless. I could put up Adria and her sister, I could put up Adria and Michael, or I could put up Adria and Marvin again. It's just one of those things. So.
Well, good luck with your decision today.
Go Barons. I'm taking this week as an eye for an eye, a pinky for a pinky. She owes me a finger. Little table. Okay, guys, this is the nomination ceremony. Every week has to happen. Just so you know, all the decisions that I made were made because it's how I feel personally. And it's not taking a shot to anybody else, and we'll get to the reasons why. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the first key. I'll reveal who's safe. It's gonna pass on to the next person, and the next until there's no more keys. The 2 keys that aren't remaining after all of the keys are gone are the people who obviously are nominated. I nominated Natalie and Adria for eviction this week. Both of you guys talked to me earlier, and I said that I was going to be making my decisions for a reason, and I did. You 2 are the only people in the house that I know of that have broken a direct promise that we've made with each other. And at that time, I informed y'all, you know, if this gets broken, you're going to go up. So I stayed true to my promises, and that's why you're up here. Same reason for both of you, so I only have to make the speech once. With all of that being said, the nomination ceremony is adjourned. They did mess up. They got put up there because of something that they did. I do plan on taking revenge by getting one, if not both of them out. I will make them pay.
Thanks, Nakomis.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, thank you, really.
Nobody else gave me a reason to. I nominate them because both of them broke promises to me. Everything started on the 2nd week. Me, Karen, Will, and Adria made a pinky swear.
I would give this pinky as long as I'm in this house. You will not get a vote from me.
Okay, I'll give my pinky because I can't do a handstand without that.
You broke that promise. No loophole in a pinky swear.
Just to say, if we want to call out broken promises, it is too funny. Yeah, it is.
Listen, I just want you guys to understand why I put you up, because I don't think that y'all understand. But like, or I'm getting that impression.
I've never broke a promise to you, Nakomis.
No.
And that's all I can go off of.
We all made a promise that we would not put anybody up on the block unless we let them know and we promised that we wouldn't vote anybody out. At that time, y'all were playing as a whole, so that should have been passed around.
Natalie and I were in survival mode, and promises were made, but when we both came into the house, all bets were off.
I had to stand up for what I said that I was going to do whenever that happened, so.
And,
that's what happened. If I make a promise with a whole group, it means that, if you break that, you're breaking the promise to me, you're breaking the promise to Karen, you're breaking the promise to Diane, especially to Will, and it really pisses me off. If they broke a promise once, then they would break a promise again.
A lot of people don't know where you are, and that's fine.
You can't hear the spy scream, but once again, I'm not stupid. And I saw one of the twins talking to Diane, pointing to the HOH room, doing aggressive hand motions. I know that there was some smack being talked, and I don't care. Because I did that because I have my reasons, and I kept to my promise, and if they want to get gripey about it, if they want to be a bad player about it, let them. Here's the deal. Do you think that I should put him up or not?
Who, Drew? Somebody's probably going to be taken off that block this week, and Nakomis is going to have to make the decision of putting somebody else on that block.
Here's something that Drew brought up to me that none of us have thought about. If Marvin votes out the decoy, the girls are still in the house, and we still have to get one of them out. It would ensure him another week in the house if he let them stay in the house another week.
I don't know what Marvin would do. I'm afraid that he might vote to keep the twin in.
Marvin is smart enough to know that those two girls are a powerhouse. And they're 2 for 1 at everything. 2 for 1 shot at veto, 2 for 1 shot at HOH, 2 for 1 shot at luxury, 2 for 1 at everything. He knows that. And Marvin knows that sooner or later that's gotta get busted up.
Can we trust that Marvin would not vote out Drew for the simple fact of breaking me and Drew up in the house?
I think he wants to break those girls up more.
Do you think I should go cowboy?
You can tell Cowboy you need to use him as a pawn.
It is hard to make decisions sometimes in this game. Out of bloodline respect, I can't put him up. I don't know. Seeing as Adria's removed herself from the block, I have to put another person up. Today, I've chose to nominate you, Cowboy. Just for the sole fact that I think that you're a very safe bet in this house. And I truly don't think that you have anything to worry about. If Michael got sent out of the house on Thursday, I would feel really bad about that because I did tell him that he would be safe, and I'd be really, really angry because I would have 2 really angry twins after me.
Hi, Nakomis.
Hi, Julie.
Now, remember, the other house guests cannot hear what you're saying, so feel free to speak openly, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, after Adria won the Golden Power veto, she removed herself from the block, and you decided to put up your brother Michael for eviction.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult was that decision?
It was extremely difficult to put Michael up on the block, just for the sole fact that, he's my, half-brother and all of that good stuff. But I did have a talk with him, and he was all right with it. And upon me speaking with all of the house guests, I was told that he would be completely safe. So,
now you put Adria and Natalie on the block because they went back on a promise. Yet you promised Michael that you would never put him up for eviction. How do you justify your decisions?
I knew that question was coming. That's why I spoke to Michael beforehand to make sure that he would be all right with it, because there was a couple of people that had told me, or that was questionable about Drew, and I didn't want to risk that, and Cowboy would be completely safe. And whenever I told him that, he told me that it would be fine to go ahead and put him up, and that he didn't have any problems with it, and he respected me for asking him.
If your plan to evict Natalie backfires and Michael is the one evicted tonight, how will you feel?
If my plan tonight backfires and Michael is evicted, I will have been double-crossed by pretty much everyone in this house, and I would be very, very alone, and I would probably be following him next week.
Thank you, Nakomis, and you can head back to the living room.
Cool beans.
Natalie, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
I was hoping for a vote of 4-1 to get Natalie out of the house. It makes me really happy, and it makes me, trust the housemates a little bit more. Hated to see you go, but you broke a promise, whether you want to admit it or not.
Jennifer, Nakomis, you are safe.
Adria is a very strong player. She knows what she wants and she won't stop going for it. Michael's just trying to lay low, fly under the radar, be everybody's friend. Adria will break a group promise and then get mad at people for calling her out on breaking the group promise.
2 weeks ago, Nakomis put Michael on the chopping block. Tonight, will Nakomis vote to remove her own brother from the house? Hello, Nakomis.
Hi, Julie.
Please tell us your vote now.
I vote to evict Adria.
Adria, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
I'm happy that Marvin stepped up because it kind of sort of makes Marvin stick out like a sore thumb. It puts him kind of on the spotlight and it draws attention to him and sucks it away from me. Bye, Adria. I kept true to my promise. I'm sorry about it. I wish that I didn't have to do it.
Nakomis, you are safe.
Okay. All right. Well, this all happened fast, but now I'm in the position where I gotta make somebody else mad at me. So I would like to put Nakomis up on the block.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Back on the green hard chair.
Okay. Nakomis, what would you like to say?
You all know how I am as a player, how I am as a person. You guys know me by now. I don't have to say much, so follow your hearts, do what you want.
House guests, the votes are in. Just a reminder, when I reveal the results of the voting, the evicted house guest will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather their belongings, and walk out the front door. By a vote of 3-0, Marvin, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
I don't think that if Marvin had a whole month to campaign that he could have saved himself.
Congratulations, Nakomis. After 8 questions, you are the new head of household. Drew, please hand over the HOH bedroom key over to Nakomis.
I won, and I didn't want to, but it's better than if Cowboy won it. Am I gonna be a bitch for doing this? I've done the hardcore promises with both Diane and Karen, so I can't put them up on the block. So this week I'm gonna have to put Cowboy up on the block.
I wanted to be the one to have to do it. It would have been clean if I was the one who did it. He's not my brother. I let the whole thing down.
Cowboy's the next one on his way out, and I felt that Nakomis should not have to nominate her half-brother.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want you to have to do this week. This is not the week that you had to be.
It's gonna be really hard for me to put up Michael. I've kept him safe whenever I was HOH, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. HOH room time! I'm getting another picture of my mom.
Nakomis won HOH for her 3rd time in the game. Quite frankly, it's getting a little boring.
They're like, what the hell are we putting in Nakomis' room now? We don't got anything left.
It's me and my sister.
Oh, they look so cute. Nakomis had a great picture with her and her sister.
Oh my God, look at you look hot as hell.
Nakomis got a couple of pictures, And it's always good to see my other sister. All I can say, Luke's runs in the family.
She got her food, she got her CD.
Oh yeah, 9 Inch Nails.
Blah, 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 whatever. Next.
Little girl, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is Nakomis' third HOH, so it just goes to prove that I think that Nakomis is a huge threat in this house. It's nice you get it for more than a day.
Winning HOH this many times has all different kinds of ramifications. She may be making enemies.
Can I talk to you?
Yeah.
I know this week you're in a tough position.
Yeah.
I kind of feel what's going to happen. You have your alliance people and you have me, and you've got to do what you've got to do in this game.
Even if I put you up, I would give you the respect to put you up on nomination day.
And I respect that.
I'd give you the chance to fight for it and not, oh, the veto happened, you're going up.
Because I really don't know what it would come down to with the voting situation. It's a possibility that it's going to be up in your hands. And I just want you to know that I don't want to leave this week. And I really hope I'm not the one to leave this week.
Yeah.
She's got a hard decision to make. Do I choose my alliance or do I choose my long-lost brother? I do want to say it's just great to be made this far with you. And I feel that there will be times outside the house we'll be able to talk. And we've made it this far, and I think it's awesome.
Definitely.
Both of us have put a great fight in this game, and to make it this far, I think that our real fathers should be proud.
I just want to tell you that if it does come to a tie, you won't leave.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My feelings towards Cowboy have changed. Now I respect him a whole hell of a lot more than I did. He's taking it like it's like a new cowboy.
So with that said, I'm going to go and make me a burger.
Would you rather be the one nominating him? Would you rather be the one
voting him out?
Yeah, I'm saying because if you feel weird about CB, it would be a risk, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have anyone else to get out.
Nakomis has played a great game, but my game has been completely different. Every single thing and every step that I take in this house has a strategical reason.
The more I think about it, see, I don't have a commitment with Diane. And it wasn't like we'll get to the final 4 or 5 at that time? Final 5. So...
Well, we're at the final 5.
Right.
If Nakomis nominates Diane and Drew, I'm going to be voting for Diane to leave and Drew to stay.
Diane, she's so emotionally irrational. It freaks me out. Do you feel weird about it that she's blatantly lied to us? Like blatantly?
I haven't caught Diane in anything directly.
Last night. I want everybody bleeding for that veto tomorrow. If you win it, don't use it. I'll fight for it, but I will not use it, I promise. I promise. I choose to save myself.
Well, yeah.
I will not use that veto. Don't you or you or you. I'm using the veto.
Good point. Diane, she'll tell us one thing and then something else will happen. And then she's angry one second and Buddy the next. This is the time when you really have to start thinking about who's going to jury and who's going to be standing next to you in the end.
I mean, we made a commitment to her, but it's been honored, and we haven't lied to her.
I'm willing to do everything it takes to win that $500,000. It's just my morals will, grab my heart and rip it to shreds every time that I cross one of them. So my morals need to be quiet this week. Okay guys, it's time for the nomination ceremony. Insane. Okay guys, this is the nomination ceremony. You know, it's great being here with you guys. Final 5. This was my hardest at first, but easiest in the end decision that I've ever made. You know, each of you guys are all responsible, respectable people, and I know that y'all won't take it personally or take offense to anything that happens here today, and I respect all of y'all for that. I nominated Michael and Drew for eviction. Big shocker, I know, but
Breathe, guys.
it's gotten to the point where it's no longer personal. It's no longer, you know, you pissed me off here, you pissed me off there. It's may the best man win. You know, none of y'all like stabbed me in the back or broke my arm or shoved me down a flight of stairs. So it's just one of those things, may the best man win. You know, wish y'all luck for the veto. And with that being said, everyone hang your keys on the wall. And the meeting is now adjourned. Did Cowboy give you his golf club?
Drew's like, Cowboy was here. Give me your golf club. You go, man. Drew, give me both your golf clubs. Come on now. Seriously.
So what's your veto speech gonna be like tomorrow?
I've been thinking a lot about it. I don't know what to say. Don't take it personally, Cowboy.
I have absolutely no clue what Diane is gonna do, you know?
Struggling with promises. You know, I made 2 promises in this game, one to you and one to Drew. The promise I made to Drew was, you know, if he was ever put on the block, I promised I would take him off. But at the same time, you know, I'm throwing around scenarios that I could possibly tell him to go ahead and stay up there. Like, I've broken his trust so many times, and he's like, I don't trust you, I don't trust you. It's just that Drew is so fragile right now, I don't know what to do with him.
But I mean, here's the thing, like, Drew's put you up on the block once, and then he's put me up twice.
Yeah, and that's what
once
Karen said.
after veto. And that's like pretty much saying, you know, screw off.
If I have to risk my relationship with it, I don't want to do it.
See, but Diane, I hate to tell you this, but if he's gonna take something personal that you do in a game, you probably shouldn't be with him.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, you know, whatever you want to do, but like, it's just Cowboy's cockiness and how much he's been clinging to you two makes Karen just a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, I have to make sure that it's not going to be a tie and that it's not going to be anything else that Cowboy leaves.
Well, yeah, if Drew gets taken off the block, it's not going to be a tie. It's definitely not going to be a tie. And I hate to see Karen nervous.
Well, it's just like,
but I can understand.
She trusts y'all, and she's just worried that something weird's going to happen.
No.
I trust Diane. We have trust, but, you know, this could only go so far in the game.
I know Karen's safe either way. I mean, she can sleep tonight. She can sleep. I don't want her losing sleep over this stupid game.
Nakomis, obviously I've vetoed one of your nominations. Is there anybody on the couch that you would like to nominate in that position?
I guess that since there's only one other person on the couch, that, Karen, I'm gonna have to hug you up onto the green block. If Cowboy stays in the house, I'm probably leaving next week. So I'm just going with the safest bet, and I'm gonna try to get Michael out. I'm sorry, Cowboy. It's time to turn up the heat.
No hard feelings.
I was sitting out here by myself sulking. Why the back door? Why so undignified?
I don't think that they will.
I don't either, but you know what? I didn't think that they'd use the veto either. She made a commitment to me and you, Final Four. And Drew probably made that commitment to Cowboy, Final Four. So she wants to prove to Drew that she'll do anything he wants. So she's gonna go with his Final Four instead of our Final Four. And if you don't believe that, you're naive, and I know you're not.
If there's a tie, then there's a tie and Cowboy will live. The only thing that makes me nervous is that I told Cowboy previously that I would break the tie in his favor, but I'm not going to be able to now because why would I want to keep Cowboy when Karen's on the block and I'll have a better chance of staying in the house if Karen's here? I hope it comes to a tie so that Cowboy can look at me all cocky and I can say, Cowboy, I'm sorry, but you're out.
If Drew said he was voting out Cowboy, right now I would believe it.
I don't think that you'll be leaving. Diane wants Cowboy gone.
Yeah, I know.
And just shoot at her to see what Diane will say.
The vote's going to be, if it's not unanimous, it's going to be a tie. So I really don't think there's anything to worry about. Listen, this is what I told her. Trust me when I say, if the votes are not unanimous, then it's going to be a tie, and she's going to break the tie. It's the only way. It's the only way it's going to work. Who's doing it? If the vote's tied up, I know that Nick would put Cowboy out of the house. Absolutely. She would hate to do it, but she would do it. Nick needs Karen around. That is her alliance.
Hi, Nakomis.
Hi, Julie.
Now remember, your fellow housemates cannot hear you, so feel free to speak openly.
Okay.
Diane won the golden power veto and took Drew off the block, changing your nominations and forcing you to nominate Karen. How surprised were you by Diane's actions?
In one way, I was really surprised. In another way, I wasn't surprised at all. I thought that the promise that we had made and the trust that we have would have gone a lot further than it did, but it didn't. And I kind of understand because, you know, her man Drew was on the block, so I guess we know where we stand.
Well, your strategy has worked in the past. You were instrumental in getting Jace and the twins out of the house. How do you plan on making it to the final two?
Well, hopefully Karen will be here next week, and hopefully she'll get HOH, but, you know, Drew trusts me, and I think that he wants to do more with me, and he doesn't want to take Diane to the end, or I could go with Diane. It's opportunity. When opportunity knocks, answer your door.
You will not be able to compete in tonight's head of household competition. How safe do you feel in the house?
If Karen is still here, I feel very safe in the house, but if Karen happens to leave this week, I feel a little bit vulnerable.
What about Michael? If Michael stays in the house, do you think he will side with you?
If Michael stays in the house, Michael doesn't talk to me on a daily basis, so I do not think that Michael would side with me whatsoever.
All right, well, thank you, Nakomis. You can go back into the living room and join your housemates.
Thank you.
Karen, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
I don't think that Karen was too surprised. I think that I was more surprised than Karen was. And I felt really bad because there was nothing that I could do.
Nakomis, and I know you're going to hate me too, but...
No, dude, it's a game. And I've already said
I know,
I'm not going to hate people because it's a game. And you do what you think is right. And I'm not going to hate anybody for the decisions that they make in this game.
Gotta understand, every time I said unanimous, I never said names. Every time Karen came up to me this week and said, are the votes still the same? I said, yes, they're still unanimous. I never said who the votes were gonna be unanimous for, so I did not lie. I know that we had that talk, and your pinky is the only pinky I touched. Me and her never verbally made any promises to each other.
And I know that, and that's
decision.
why I'm not mad. Listen, come here.
I know, but I don't want you to hate me because I put her out.
I don't. I know it's horrible, but Karen has a whole bunch of friends in the jury house. It's a good game move, and it sucks, and I kind of expected it to happen, but, you know, I'm not going to get pissed off at anyone, like, truly. I'm not going to hold anything personal, which is true, but a couple of the things were fabricated just for the fact that I need to make her know that I trust her still and that I'm still on her side.
At this point in the game right now, I don't care about the jury. If I'm one of the last two standing in this house, I know I'm gonna get second place. Nobody in that jury wants to give me money at this point because everybody walked out that door is giving me for it.
I think that maybe A, she wants the attention, or B, it's a really good strategy. Like, make me number 2. Everybody hates me. Karen, if you're seeing this, that means that you were backstabbed by a whole bunch of heathenistic, evil people.
Okay, obviously I've nominated you, Nakomis, and you, Diane. I want to start with my reasoning for you, Nakomis. For me, it's only logical that I put up you put up me last week, and I would think that you would understand that if you're in my shoes that you would do the same thing. So I see you as a strong player, and for those reasons, that's why I've nominated you today.
Kind of sort of saw it coming. I think that Drew's nominations are a complete cop-out. I haven't lost hope and I haven't given up, but he has a promise with Cowboy because of the Northman, and he doesn't want to be man enough and admit it. I told him before, I was like, if you put me on the block, say it's for something stupid, like I wouldn't give you chips and salsa. I would have preferred that more than you're a really strong player. Sound good?
Yeah.
Go to sleep early, wake up, win the veto.
There you go.
Me or you, that's all that needs to win the veto.
Yeah, I know. I think that's why Cowboy's nervous.
Yeah.
I can tell he's nervous. See him pain.
That's why I was kissing my ass that night.
Yeah, because he knows that if one of us comes off, he goes on. And then it's over. Over.
Come on, Cowboy, come outside. So who would you like literally, like right now, who would you take to the end?
This is the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you right now because, I mean, of course you know that Diane and Drew, myself, has agreement.
It was the first time that someone had actually like straight out told me that. I had to act like I wasn't surprised and definitely think of a new plan really, really quick. Here's the other thing. I would take you to the end.
Right.
Diane would take him. He would possibly take Diane if she was here.
It does scare me to have both of them in there.
Remember when you and Scott came to me and said, we want Cowboy to be at the end, and we want Cowboy to win?
Yeah.
See, now here's the thing. Later on, when you weren't there, I made a promise to him and Jace that if I was final 2, I would take you to the end. There's been times that Jace and Scott both came up to me and were like, hey, we want to see you and Cowboy at the end. And I'm like, whatever. So I kind of sort of extended the truth, elaborated, lied. Blood is thicker than water. That's something that I felt from the very beginning, from the first week. We're relatives in the house together. I would take you. You're America's favorite cowboy. You would win. I just want second place.
Last week, you was campaigning for me to leave this house. It's like, how can you tell me that you want me to win when we're not on the same side?
I'm your sister.
I think Nakomis, I think that, she's trying to tell me anything that will take her to the final 3. I'm gonna have to choose A, my sister, or B, a friend, and it's a very hard decision on my part.
I don't like to lie. I don't like to cheat. I don't like to fib. And that's what you got to do in this game. And I thought that I would be able to do it with a clear conscience, but I felt horrible.
What's wrong?
Huh?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You mad at us?
No, I'm not mad at anyone, Cowboy. I'm really stressed out right now, and it's me and her. We're on the block together, and I don't know if I'm leaving, and I don't know exactly what's happening, and usually on my own, I know what's happening, and I'm always in control, and I don't know what's going on now, and I'm going nuts, what's going on? That is what is going on! I don't know what's happening, and I'm going nuts!
I'm asking you because I care.
I know, and
If I didn't,
what's pissing me off.
because I care?
No, I want people to care, but I don't know what's happening, and that's what pisses me off. And I have worked so hard to get everyone, you and you and you and me, to where I am right now, as everybody else has.
I feel like Nick knew what was getting ready to happen about, her probably leaving the house this week, and now she's doing everything she possibly can to keep herself in this game.
It doesn't matter what type of a player you are, and it doesn't matter how hard you try. All that matters is how much you lie, and how much you cheat, and how much you steal to get to the end, and I hate that part.
I've never seen anybody cry so much but not shed a tear, you know what I mean?
I hate this game.
I'm looking at Diane, I'm thinking, I know what Diane's thinking.
I'm going home, okay? I'm going home. Because of this performance, you don't understand. Listen, she was singing a completely different tune before you two walked out. Completely different.
Please, you've got to be strong.
This week is killing me. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
It's killing me too.
You know what? It's out of my hands. And it's not in your hands either. It's in Cowboy's hands.
Cowboy's so worried about looking like a bad person that I feel like there's no way Cowboy would vote on Nakomis.
Thank you, Diane. Nakomis, what would you like to say?
You know who I am, you know how I am, and plus, Dad would get really mad and ground you if you do not save me today, so.
Talk about pressure. Thank you both. Nice job. Well done. Well, Michael, it's now time for your decision. Whomever you save stays in the house. The other nominee will be evicted. Just a reminder, the evicted house guest will have 1 minute to gather their belongings, say goodbye, and walk out the front door. Michael, please reveal your decision.
I first off want to say y'all are wonderful young ladies. I love both of y'all. And this is not a decision on if, I hate one of y'all, because that's not it. Nakomis, like you said, we both are brother and sister. We do got that from this game. You did make a promise to me that if you won HOH, you would not put me up. And I'm factoring that in as well. Diane, you've been awesome. We, did not agree on a lot of things at the beginning of this game, and we have grown closer over the several weeks. And, you have been honest with me these past few weeks, and we did make an agreement, and I am a man of my word, and I do choose to use the veto to save you, Diane.
Michael's decision means that Nakomis, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Yep. I told you so, girl.
Wait,
Come on, let's move this way. Doorwards, doorwards.
All right. Door.
And you're grounded!
Hang on, I'm coming.
No hard feelings,
okay.
Michael.
She's
really.
the best person to walk out the door.
Seriously, I'm literally probably the only person to walk out these doors and not hold a grudge. So come here.
Hi.
Take care. Come here.
I love you, girl.
You take.
It was really hard to see my sister go out them doors. It seemed like she was plotting against me last week. I love Nakomis, but I love April and Chasen as well. And I came into this game winning the money for them. Y'all hate me, don't you?
Here, man. No hard feelings, okay? Chipper.
Nakomis, you're awesome.
Oh, y'all have fun. See y'all on the outside.
Tell Donald I said hi. And
Yeah, definitely. You guys have a good one. Bye.
Love you, girls.
You see somebody go, you're like, yes, one less person I have to deal with getting out of this house.
Michael, it's okay. Do what you gotta do, babe. I will definitely miss Nick now that she's gone, but you know, the game must go on.
Welcome to Final 3.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for honoring your word. Thank you. Thank you. What you got to, babe?
Oh, man.
You are strong.
Welcome to Final 3.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for honoring your word. Thank you.
Hey, Nakomis, put your stuff down. Come on in.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you in person. Please have a seat. Nakomis, you were evicted by your very own brother. How shocked are you by Michael's decision?
I'm not shocked at all.
Why not?
Really. I knew that I was the only person in the house of the 3-person alliance as the final 4, so me being the one sitting here today doesn't shock me at all. Plus, Michael doesn't talk to me on a daily basis, so
Exactly. I mean, you discovered you were half brother and sister while in the house, and we never saw the two of you get close.
Yeah.
How do you see this relationship evolving once he's out as well?
It all depends. The way that Michael handled himself in the game isn't the type of person that I usually like to hang out with, because he was really sneaky and, you know, tried to do stuff that people could obviously see, but he tried to, I don't know, it all depends. If he's a nice person outside of the house, I'll hang with him. I definitely want to meet Chasen and April.
You were a very strong player in this game. You came up with the
six-finger plan
to get rid of Jace.
Yeah.
You helped evict the twins. So how is it that you're sitting here tonight?
Well, usually I've noticed that in society, people who get all the credit end up riding on the backs of the people that helped get them there. So, no surprise.
Diane was in your alliance, and then last week she voted out one of the others in your alliance, Karen. How do you feel about her at this point in the game?
I'm sure that outside of the game, Diane's an awesome person, but as a player, she does, you know, backstab. She plays the game like it's supposed to be played. And, yeah, if we're ever choosing teams for another game, I don't think that I would have her on my team, because she could, you know, stab you in the back again.
Who's the most vulnerable in that house right now?
Right now, Diane or Cowboy's the most vulnerable in that house. Drew has it set. Drew's gonna probably be the winner.
All right, well, in the event that you were evicted tonight, your fellow housemates taped goodbye messages to you. So let's hear what they had to say.
Let's see them.
All right, Nakomis, you have been one of the most honest people to me in this game. And I'm sorry I put you up so many times in this game, but it was definitely just as a pawn.
You are the only person that made a promise with me, and look where it got us. It got us both to the Final 4. I want to thank you for trusting me because you felt like you could.
Nakomis, you're a friend. You are my sister. And if you are watching this now, it means I did choose to evict you. The night that you cried, that just showed me that you have a heart, and you do have a heart. I love you, and you take care, sis.
What do you make of that?
It's all good. It's, you know, they're good people outside of the game, but it's all good. Happy.
When you said you left without a grudge?
Yeah.
Was that true?
That's true. It's a game, and I wouldn't get pissed off at getting beaten at softball or basketball or frisbee, so I'm not going to get, you know, mad about this.
Are you going to have a hard time voting for any of those three? We don't know who the final 2 yet is, but...
Let's just say if Cowboy ends up in the final 2 with someone, I don't think that he would be getting my vote.
That sounds a little bit bitter, but we'll continue this
I have
conversation
my reasons.
because we are out of time. We will see you back here 1 week from tonight.
Awesome.
And that's when you will help crown the winner of Big Brother 5.
Cool beans.
Thanks, Nakomis.
Thank you.
Cool beans.